This video is for lesson 5-2, which is about bank reconciliation. We will complete a bank statement reconciliation and record and journalize a bank service charge. A report of deposits, withdrawals, and bank balances sent to a depositor by a bank is called a bank statement. When a bank receives checks, the amount of each check is deducted from the depositor's amount. A check which has been paid by the bank is called a canceled check. The bank stamps the checks to indicate that the checks are canceled and are not to be transferred further. Canceled checks may be returned to a depositor with a bank statement or may be kept on record by the bank. Account service charges are also listed on the bank statement. Although banks seldom make mistakes, occasionally a check or deposit might be recorded in a wrong account. If errors are discovered, the bank should be notified at once. However, a bank's records and a depositor's records may differ for several reasons. We could have a service charge that may not have been recorded on the depositor's business records. We could have outstanding deposits that may be recorded in the depositor records but not on the bank statement. We could have outstanding checks. They may be recorded in the depositor's records but not on a bank statement. And a depositor may have made math or recording errors. So we may have deposited checks or we may have written checks that have not gone through the bank yet at the time that they made and created their bank statement for us. So there could be things that are not listed on the bank statement. A bank statement is reconciled by verifying that information on a bank statement and a checkbook are in agreement. Reconciling immediately is an important aspect of cash control. The business's canceled checks may be kept on record at the bank, and then the bank statement is used to determine the canceled checks. For each canceled check listed on the bank statement, a check mark is placed in the corresponding check stub. A check stub with no check mark indicates an outstanding check. Outstanding checks are those checks issued by a depositor but not yet reported on a bank statement. Outstanding deposits are those deposits made at a bank but not yet shown on the bank statement. So throughout the reconciliation process here, we will first write the date on which the reconciliation is prepared. So we're doing this on January 31st. We will then put the balance brought forward on our last check stub. So our last check stub is 14 and we will write what the balance is. We will record any bank charges. So banks may charge us a monthly fee to basically have a checking account there. So we have a service charge of $25. Total your bank charges, and it even says right here, deduct. That means to subtract. So we will subtract to calculate our adjusted check stub balance. Now we need to make sure that this equals, so on the right column we will put the balance, our ending balance on the bank statement. We will go ahead and list all of our outstanding deposits. Those are ones that we have made but are not shown on the bank statement. We will total those outstanding deposits, and it tells us to add our outstanding deposits to our balance on our bank statement. Then we will list all of our outstanding checks. Those are checks that we have written but are not shown on our bank statement. And we need to go ahead and record. If we go ahead and subtract from our subtotal, we need to subtract our outstanding checks, and then our ending adjusted bank balance needs to equal our adjusted check stub balance. And if they do not equal, we need to find the error and correct it before any more work is done. Now, although a business does not write a check for the bank service charge, it is coming out of our checking account and we must record it in our accounting records as a cash payment. So to record this in our check register, this will go where it says other. We will put in our service charge and the amount. This was for $25. And then put in our subtotal here, which was 25. And then subtract from our previous subtotal to get our new current subtotal. And just to stress again, we do not actually write a check for this since it's been automatically taken out of our checking account. We will record this in our journal. Bank service charge, we do not record this as a bank service expense or anything like that. It's miscellaneous expense because the service charge is relatively small and it also will only occur once a month. So when we record this, it's going to be labeled as miscellaneous expense, which will be a general debit, and then our cash will receive a credit. Our document number will be a memorandum because even though it came out of our checking account, we did not write an actual check for this.